Hi guys, how's it going? This is Storm here. I know it says Divine there in the top left corner, but that's because I'm on my Enforcer today. I mean, just mainly because what I want to get into today, I have no more room on my other character for it. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about music in APB because I ask a lot of people if they make their own music stuff, and they said basically they don't really understand how it works, so they don't get it. And so, yeah, I mean, we're just going to jump right into it because I want to show you guys, how I make some songs. And I'll put a cut in the video to some of my music that I've curated on my other character. So we're just going to come over here to this music player. And I'm going to try to do my best because, I mean, I'm far from the best, at making music in this game, but I don't think I'm too bad. So this is going to be a good starting point for you guys wanting to make music in this game. So a lot of mistake that I guess people think about it, they hear all these sounds when a person's playing their songs and is like they hear the drums, guitar, keyboard, or whatever, it could be within the song, and they're thinking about it all at once because they're like listening to it. But to make a big sound, you have to use everything is pretty basic on a basic level. It's just a bunch of things going on at one time. So let's say we started, and this is actually for you new guys that are just starting. I think strings is a really good place to start. You can, the beat too, though, can be good. So you might want to start with drums, because some of these instruments are just kind of like wacky or really hard to start with. But like, let's see, these strings right here, these normal strings should be pretty good to start with. This is a starting point that I typically start out with. So you can kind of see these the keyboard, and it goes higher notes. The higher you go up, and lower the lower you go. That's another thing with these string instruments, you got pretty much full range. So we're going to keep it really basic today because I just want to show you guys how we actually put a song together. So let's try something here. Okay, so we'll use this note. That sounds good to me. And we'll just stretch it out. Oh yeah, if you stretch it, the longer the note is, and the shorter the note is. And these bars, this graph is all it's representing is timing. So for example, I'll show you what that does. Notice how the note ended there. And if we make it longer, it'll go longer. And, the same effect will happen if we do something sort of like this. It'll stop, end kind of a thing. So you guys can see just from that, it's going to go as long as you have it, and you can break it up however you want it. So what I'm going to do is this is something basic you guys can do, just start off with, just do the whole bar to the center bar here. So it's like, and we're going to make the second one. That sounds good to me. This might sound good. You just play around with it until it sounds good. If it, sounds bad, you just click on it once and it deletes it. This is really, you just, kind of have to have an ear and see what notes match. And we're going to play this started from the beginning. Okay, so that sounds good to me. We're going to do that. And then what you can do is, you see I did like a 4-measure thing here where I got, 2 different things on, 1 and 2. So all 4 of those I'm counting as one, basically one measure. So those 4 notes. And then what we'll do to keep the beat going, guys, is what we're going to do is just repeat. And we could do that like 4 times, right? So there you go. Now it's just going to play. Okay, so we're going to stop that there. You guys get the point of that. It's just going to keep going as long as we keep doing that. And you guys are probably like, now, oh, that's sounding pretty boring. That's because it is boring. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to add some other instruments to this. So we got our strings. And now let's add a beat to it. So we're just going to use some drums. If you guys are looking for like a lot of bass and that type of thing, you might want to use the hip hop drum kit, and there's a few other ones in here that do pretty good at that, but I'm going to use one of my favorites, less commonly used. If I could find it. Well, yeah, we'll use this drum kit, the Britney drum kit. I like this, it's got a cool kick drum to it. Okay, it's almost more realistic type of drum sound. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to experiment. Let's say, might just do that. Something like that. See, I don't like the way that sounds, so we're just going to come back and just make something up. It's really just a lot of trial and error just to see what kind of sounds good. Let's see if we do something. Okay, not having any luck with this kick drum, so I'm gonna try to throw in a snare to see if that works for me. Well, this is just not going well right now. I don't know where anything is. Oh my god. Okay, so let's try every other one because I don't know if that's going to work or not. Okay, that's working. So I'm thinking now we kind of do like one of those type of things that might work. Nope, hold up, it's wrong. Let's try. Oh boy. We need to rearrange those, is actually what's going on. Maybe even to there, but I don't know, let's try. There we go. That one seems good. That's what we were looking for. And the more you get into this, the easier it's going to get. Usually it's not as hard for me to do, to find something. This one's just really, I couldn't figure out something on the top of my head, so. Okay, that sounds good. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to just copy this all the way down. Because like I said, I'm just keeping it really basic. I don't want to do anything too hard to make it where it's like, okay, you know what I mean? I want you guys to understand how this is kind of working here. Okay, that sounds good to me. And we're just going to go down. You don't have to add all the instruments if you got a certain thing going on, but we're going to just go for somewhat of a big sound today. So we're just going to add a few more instruments. Let's add another string instrument. Let's just add another one of those strings, but we'll do it on a higher or lower note. Okay, you guys see what I did there? I was playing it along while I was just kind of tapping out on this keyboard over here, and I was kind of getting a feel of kind of what I wanted to go for. So sometimes that helps, just kind of play your beat, play your rhythm, and then that's usually a good way to come up with a lead. So that's what we're going to do right now. Something similar maybe to what I just did, if I remember it. So let's get going. I'm going to play with this for a while. Thing to note here is you noticed the drum beat stayed the same because that's pretty much just the timing of this. And then you see here I have 1 and 2. We basically could say this is the rhythm of the song, right? So you notice how those two are different. There's different notes there. So typically your lead, you kind of want to blend around that. So this first one's going to be different than my second one. But that's not always the case, though. But that's something just to kind of watch out for. So we're going to blend those notes. We're going to make a second one. I don't know, guys. You guys heard how that one note sounded really funny? I actually think it's because it's matching, let's say, one of the other notes. But yeah, if you have anything weird that sounds like that, let's just change that. I don't like the way that sounded, though. I don't know why. Let's give that a go. That was much better, but we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do for the end of this. So play around with that for a bit. Okay, that sounds cool enough for me, and the lead part was a little bit complicated. I didn't really want it to get too complicated, but that's just kind of what I was hearing in my head, so that's kind of what we're going to stick with. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, pretty much right now it's already sounding like a bit of a song. One thing you guys can do too to kind of like, let's say if you guys just did this to start out with, just like this, and you didn't do anything else, you didn't want to get too complicated, let's actually get rid of these. I just don't like, it starts you off with all ones, but I don't like doing that. Looks like more things are there than what's actually there. So, one of the things you guys can do is kind of have a build up to your song so it doesn't just like hit you in the face with everything. So we actually can, I don't know if you can drag this. That'd be really cool if you could drag those. I've never tried it, so no, that's not going to work. What we could do though is start off with just our drum beat. So now we're going to start getting rid of things. Sometimes less is more. So we're going to get rid of some stuff. It doesn't, if you actually just hit none, those are always going to be there. They're always going to be 1 and 2. They're just not in that part. So I can get rid of all of these, right? And like, oh no, I just deleted them, but actually it saved them. They're still here. Now I didn't actually save yet, so this could actually all get deleted. So actually, that's another pro tip. Let's do that. Let's save our work because your computer can crash and APB just crash a lot and it could actually it can be destroyed. So we are going to save this as just demo for YouTube. Okay, that works. Okay, so we did that. It is saved now and our work is going to be there. Okay, so let's see how this sounds. Remember we took some stuff away there, so. Okay, that wasn't bad, but I think the first part was a little too long, so we're actually going to cut that out. And we are going to start here. Now, all this is going to have to be changed. Oops. Okay, that's just one, and Miles just. Oops. Okay, let's see how this sounds. All right, that's sounding pretty good. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to cut the video because the video was getting a bit long-winded in a direction that I didn't really want it to go. Because like I said, I was trying to keep this thing really simple for you guys. You notice since we came back, I've added a few more pieces just so I can show you, because I realized I didn't even have a transition to kind of go into. I didn't really add too much to it, but I'll play that for you guys in a second. But there was a few things too that I was like watching back and I was like, oh man, I forgot to talk about this. So if you guys go up here to kind of make you guys' life easier, just some really quick tips real quick. You know how we always start from the beginning. And let's say you wanted to listen to something down here. Well, all you would do is click these things here. This basically repeats this one section, so I'll kind of show you what that does real quick. Now, what you guys can do with that is you guys can, let's say you wanted to hear this piece down here, but you were like, I don't want to listen to the whole song. You guys could literally just go, we'll start from here, and when you play it, you hit play and then you take it off, and it's just going to run pretty much through everything past that part. So I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. And yeah, this is just a little musician piece that I made. I'm gonna end the video here, guys, because it's getting really long, pretty long-winded. I just basically encourage you guys to come in here, play around with it for yourself, just make something that you want. Just like I said, start with something simple. At first, it's not gonna sound like much, but you guys will eventually get it. I appreciate you guys stopping by my channel, and hopefully this video has helped you guys, so you guys can finally see it's really not that complicated to make the music in this music creator in APB. So yeah, guys, let's get out there, make some song, make some themes, and I'll see you guys around. You guys have a good one.